back to the Tarot Cottage. Welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here and for your support of me, your support of each other, especially in the comment section. I just really appreciate you guys coming back to my channel, and I appreciate getting to know a lot of you on a personal level through my Etsy account, through my Instagram. So thank you guys so much for your presence here. And if you have found yourself stumbled across this channel for the very first time, I do pick a card readings on this channel. So please join us, grab yourselves some snacks, a cup of tea, and we'll get a little cozy and we'll have a chat because we're all friends when we gather at our table together, or at this table together. We have 3 piles to choose from today. And today's topic is all about your next relationship or your next most significant relationship coming in. All about that relationship. Who is this person? Perhaps when they're coming in, what sort of personality, what sort of relationship will you guys have? We're going to delve into that. So we have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1 with the Northern Animal Tarot here and the Ladybug. Pile number 2 with the Cat Tarot and the Butterfly. Pile number 3 with the Alice in Wonderland Tarot and the Dragonfly. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit today, and my timestamps are below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is all about your next relationship or your next significant relationship. This could even be something you're currently in if it's the most significant relationship coming in for you. So all about that relationship, your next relationship, your most significant relationship. Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are attracted to the beautiful little ladybug here, a symbol of good luck. And this is the Northern Animal Tarot, and this is your reading on your next or most significant relationship. You could maybe perhaps be in a relationship right now, or it could be perhaps a new relationship too. So you want to know if it's in line with with what you're currently involved in. So for pile number 1, please, can you tell me about pile 1's next and most significant relationship? Knight of Cups. Three of Swords and 10 of Wands. I feel like you're a little bit hesitant when you enter into your next significant relationship because I feel like you've been through pain or disappointment or just really bad luck when it comes to love in general. Maybe that's why you were attracted to the ladybug. Maybe you're like, I want my luck to turn. It's time for my luck to change, because there's a little bit of hesitancy even to go into another relationship because you're a little bit protected or you feel a little bit guarded. 5 of Cups. And so this person is going to show up in your life when you are not 100% healed. When you're still in that mourning phase, you're still not sure about, there's something in the past that is holding you a little bit emotionally hostage. So this person is going to show up when you're not ready. And I feel like this person is going to be kind of persistent too, which is kind of nice. They're going to come in and first, I feel like they're really good looking. I feel like they know exactly what to say. They're really charismatic, which is really nice. This is a romantic person that wants to sort of prove themselves to you because they feel like they have to. I think the impression that you give them is that you're not really ready. You're not 100% sold on the idea of the relationship to begin with. And I almost feel like the persistence of this person might be a little irritating to you in the onset of the connection. It's like they're persistent. They seem persistent. And they know exactly what to say to break down some of your barriers, which I almost feel like annoy you a little bit too, because you don't want some of those barriers broken down because you're in that mourning phase when this person does show up. This is the type of person that gets really kind of jealous around you. Specifically, I don't think that they're naturally a jealous person, but I think that they get jealous around you. And I feel like they're persistent because they are, I don't know if they have privy knowledge. They might have knowledge of you like breaking up with someone. You know, it's like they know that they have to, it's like they're trying to, and this sounds terrible, but it's like they're trying to slip themselves in there before other people get the chance to. Which could make this person sort of be teetering on the edge of a bit of a, as a little bit of a rebound. I think that's what they don't want to be a rebound, but they also don't want to miss their shot. And we're talking about a significant connection, you know? So Rebounds don't necessarily have to stay in the rebound realm. We have, I love it here, we have here the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Cups coming out with that. It's just, again, another acknowledgement that you're not going to sort of feel that readiness. You're not going to feel ready to enter into this great opportunity. And that's what Spirit's calling it. They're calling it a great opportunity because, as I said, it's the beginnings, it's the seedlings of something bigger, something much bigger. Queen of Pentacles. And they're really encouraging you to leap into this too, Pile 1, because they're saying that this is the person that could give you a lot of stability, especially coming from where you're coming from emotionally. There's a huge, huge contrast between this Three of Swords and then this beautiful queen sitting on her throne. And she's sitting there because of the risks that she took and the leaps of faith that she took here, because there's a lot of attraction between you two, a lot of attraction. We have Gemini energy here. But I feel like it's less about the sign itself in this case and more about your mutual attraction. So they could be a Gemini, but here's the Six of Cups. And the reason why there is a strong attraction even physically to this person, because I feel like they're really good looking, and I think they're traditionally good looking. Like there's just something, I almost want to say cute, like cute about them. And almost a baby face on this person too. Like that's what I mean, like a cuteness, a baby face on them. Maybe you're the baby face too. Maybe you're both baby faces. But King of Pentacles, back of deck is the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Ace of Wands. What I really love, they could be a fire sign coming in, but what I really love about this next connection for you is that it's helping you gain mastery over your internal prisons. It's helping you to overcome these positions where you're feeling stuck, feeling stagnant. And again, it seems to pop up when you don't expect it, when you're in the midst of trying to claw your way back from heartbreak. So you may find yourself right this moment here with the Five of, I'm sorry, I keep banging, everything's vibrating. You may find yourself kind of in a heartbreak state, and that's why you're drawn to this reading. It's like, please let my next relationship be better than what I'm just entering out of or phasing out. Like the burdens of the unknown feel really scary, but Spirit's here to say not to fear that unknown, because we have a beautiful soul energy. And this is going to start, I want to say it's going to start in a very friendship-like realm, but this person comes in with interest. They have no intention of being in the friend zone, staying in the friend zone at all, but this is also a person that's very traditionally romantic, and they're going to be very generous with you. Very generous with you. Because they're really attracted to you, and they feel drawn to you. It's more than attraction. They feel drawn to you. There's almost like, and I don't often say this with the divine masculine energy, but there's almost like initial preemptive emotional connection already in place. It's like there's already something there between you. So again, for someone watching, this could be a friendship that evolves into more, but it's like they're aware of your feelings right this moment, this person. So I think they at least have knowledge of you, because it seems like they want to get in there and secure their position while they have this opportunity, because they think that you're a valuable asset. And that maintains throughout your relationship too. It feels like you're the only thing that they get jealous. You're the only thing that really shakes them or rattles them up. And that is almost evidence to them of the attraction or the spark between the two of you, because I don't feel like they're the type of person to feel that way all the time. Your next significant relationship. What can you tell me about this connection? We have here retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Your next relationship is really I really like the energy of it, because it feels like a healing relationship. It feels like a beautiful relationship where the two of you you guys are both really well matched. And there's something similar. Again, you guys could share the same sign. You could both be earth signs. We have here, stay optimistic about your love life. And it came out reversed because I feel like you're not in that state right now. But this connection is going to help you heal from this pain. And it's going to help you to become more optimistic and feel more secure about your love life, because this is the romance of a lifetime. I will say this for someone watching. It's not for everyone, because I'm dealing with collective energy, but it is a very strong energy here. This could be the person that you end up committing to. There could be actual physical commitments in the future of this connection. So Spirit's saying to sort of prepare for that as well. your next relationship. I will say that this person coming in for you too is, I think that they have more patience than you do. And again, that's usually a discrepancy between the divine masculine and divine feminine. I feel like they are, it's like they are the yin to your yang, because if you're really frustrated, they're able to soothe that. We have here breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And you may be a workaholic or someone who does try to sort of micromanage your experience. And this person's not like that. They are more, they feel more, I don't want to say it, like they have plans and they have goals and they're very focused, but they don't seem like they require the micromanagement. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And we have here star ancestors. Look a little deeper. Lost wisdom. And we do have the Six of Cups, which talks about soulmate energy and returns. So reunions of souls. So this could be, again, I feel like they're already in your experience, or they know of you, or they have interest in you already. But this could be because they are already friends with you, or there's past life connection there as well. We have here earthed. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And that's what I really love about this connection, is that both of you are on the same level. Both of you are sort of facing the same challenges, or have faced the same challenges as well. And I like that message, because the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, it fully embodies what it means to be on this earth. Learning how to be human, being in the world but not of it, learning how to escape these sad prisons, these despair mentalities, so that we can usher in change and allow ourselves the permission to enter into these unknowns. Learn all about your next relationship. Can you tell me about this connection, please? What will the relationship be like? We have here identity. And we also have the doll. There is and we have the community as well on back of deck. There's something about reunions here for you, pile one. Reunions from childhood. But it's also shifting your perspective from a scope from the past, an expectation that you held in the past from a different connection, it feels like. It's shifting your perspective, and it's shifting what you thought as far as a soulmate connection, or a really strong-seated connection that was purposeful or meant for you. It's like you're walking away from that, and that's why you're mourning so deeply, because you feel like you're walking away from something that was designed for you. But this is shaking up all of that, because you come to realize that this connection is more in line with your frequency than ever before, and this is the person that can allow you the security and the freedom that you always wanted. All about the next relationship, please. Who is coming in? What would that relationship be like? This person's a really hard worker too, I will say. I feel like they almost work trade, or they work with their hands, with earth elements or something as well. I don't feel like they own their own business, but I feel like they work really, really hard. We have here observer, and we have here buy the book and to the sea. They're asking us to surrender and to go with the flow here. They're really asking you for that leap of faith, because as I said, this is your next relationship, or it feels like it's upon you right this moment, or you have the option right this moment. So you may already kind of know who this person is, know of their interest. You can see the potential, and spirit can see it too. And here with the 11, it's like a natural doorway, the justice energy. It's like a natural doorway. But there's a sense of, the cause and effect of going into this. And spirit says that there's so much potential here that for someone watching, as I said, there could be commitments where we actually, commit to each other on paper in a very real legal sense. So take that as it resonates. We have I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. We also have here boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. As I said, I feel like this person works really hard, and there's a lot of financial stability being expressed here in this connection as well. We also have April being really significant. And we're sitting in April right now. I feel like, again, it's either upon you, or maybe you already know who this person is, or it's right around the corner. And then back of the deck says victory. It's the 5, like the Hierophant, who runs institutions like education, government, marriage, as well. You may have gone to school with this person perhaps, but it's all about your ascension. It's all about the most significant connections that are helping you to ascend as well. So there's something really, really profound about this next significant relationship for you, pile 1. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Charm bowl for pile number 1, please. What else can you tell me about this significant relationship? Knight of Wands, could be fire energy. I feel like for someone watching, this person really likes traveling. And I feel like it's been really frustrating for them because they haven't been able to travel recently. There's been a lot of, I feel like this is this may help you to pinpoint who this person is if you already are aware of them, because I feel like they have had travel plans that have been canceled recently. There could also be distance between the two of you at this moment, and frustrating delays experience, like there could be a distance between the two of you at this time, and that could create frustrating delays in the relationship. But Spirit wants us to stay focused on success, because confidence is our key to overcome any obstacle or delay that is frustrating in a situation. And I will say this person is not always confident, but they feign it really, really well, especially around you. They try to act really, really confident, because they don't want to show you weakness. This person doesn't like showing you weakness. Capricorn energy, gentle. We have here the whale, and we have the honeybee. I love, you know what, I really like the energy of this person. They feel really dependable. They feel, this is the type of person that will be like self-sacrificing when it comes to you. They'll put you first. They'll put their family first. There's a strong attachment here with the chain. I think about the Capricorn energy of the devil, but it's also talking about physical commitments too. Half of the yin yang, and we have the leaf of change and the owl, looking at things from higher perspectives, because I feel like someone watching thinks that they are leaving behind a really profound soulmate connection, and I feel like you're surprised to hear that one's coming in for you, you know? All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, your like button. It helps me to bring you guys more content. I would love for you to check out my Etsy shop below for a personal reading if you feel called to. I also offer a chance to win a free reading for those who drop me comments below my video. So be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in, but I can also contact you and reach out to you if you are chosen the winner. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the butterfly or to the cat tarot, and this is your reading. Your next big relationship, your next significant relationship. What will that relationship be like? When will it show up? For pile number 2, please. Relationship, your next significant relationship. What can you tell me about pile 2's next big relationship, please? Too many. So we have here the 5 of Wands. We have here the 9 of Wands. The King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and we have here the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Back of deck is the Chariot. Let's clarify this message. Your next significant or big relationship, Justice, Three of Wands, or 3 of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Page of Pentacles. I feel like, pile 2, like you've been playing some sort of game with somebody, and I instantly thought of like a cat and mouse game, literally, with the 5 of Wands. It's like you've been holding on, or there's been some sort of attraction between you and someone. and there's been frustration associated with the lack of movement there. And I feel like you're really curious if this connection is going to move forward. We have here the Six of Swords, and we have the High Priestess. Back of the deck is the Two of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands. Ooh, pile 2, the Empress. So it feels like you're really unsure about a specific person and whether or not this person is going to be your next big event, your next big connection, or your next big relationship here. Because it feels like we are sort of waiting for somebody to make their truth known. We're waiting for some sort of transformation in an already present relationship or already present connection here. It's like, and we're hiding our truth too. It feels like we're holding back how we truly feel. I feel like there's a lot of flirtation back and forth, mutual energy back and forth between the two of you. And there's a lot of kind of, again, there's a lot of frustration waiting for this energy to reveal themselves. And Spirit says that that if the divine masculine collectively is known as the leader of the house or the person who wears the pants or whatever the case may be, it's the divine feminine that if they are the head of the household, the divine feminine turns the head in whatever direction she chooses. And so there's definitely a sense here of you getting frustrated waiting for this person to bring forward clarity because you're holding feelings too. There's the Nine of Cups. The truth is, though, is that this person is afraid to take a leap with you. But I feel like they will. I feel like they're going to take a leap with you. And I feel like this situation that already feels in place, it already feels like there's a cat and mouse game of flirtation going on. I do think that that's going to open up into new possibilities. And what I love is that we have the Justice. You can see the cat's biting the hand. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. But we have the Justice here. And it's talking about the fear of really making ourselves known, really stepping out of our comfort zones to make our truth reign supreme because we're worried about getting hurt. And you're worried about getting hurt. This person's worried about getting hurt. And so we've perhaps have almost put ourselves into a bit of a confine because we're so fearful, both of us. It's like both of you are so scared that you've backed yourselves into a corner. The good news, to be honest with you, I don't know that this person necessarily, I feel like you're going to be the one who sort of brings forward some of your truth first. But I feel like you're going to enter into a relationship with this person. It's going to transition into something more. Even the Three of Swords, this reversal, I like that because it's talking about recoveries. It's talking about almost apologies coming in that it took so long. Because even the Two of Wands here is talking about expansion on something that I'm already giving my attention to. It's going to, and it's something that can lead to so much abundance. For some watching, it can lead to partnership, like complete partnerships as far as like legal marriages. It could even lead to children potentially as well with that beautiful Empress because she's this beautiful, abundant energy, right? There's the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it could lead to children for sure. And this could be sort of the defining relationship of your life. Like this could be a huge, huge relationship for you, pile 2. We definitely see it transitioning. I do feel like it's almost going to be the divine feminine, though, that brings about the awareness first and takes a bit of a leap there first because there's something hesitant about the divine masculine energy and they're really afraid of bringing forward their truth and they're taking a big risk. If they're the ones that step out towards you, they're taking a big risk in doing so, which does showcase their interest 100%. But there's the King of Swords reversed. That's what Spirit says. It may be the divine masculine actually gets so frustrated with the weight that she's like, you know what? I'm chewing myself out of this box. I'm chewing myself out of this corner that I've backed myself into, and I'm making the opportunity happen. I'm transitioning it. Even the higher self here, the High Priestess, is like, yeah, we're making it happen. And we have confidence. And I have victory for you too, pile 2. Victory in this situation. New beginnings. But even in the Four of Wands here, you can see it's two cats. One is way in the distance, scratching on that post, and the other one's just smelling the flowers. It's like we know that the archway is there, but we're too busy. It's like a mutual flirtation, but it's also rife with insecurity. It's like we're there's a lot of passion with the Five of Wands, but there's also a lot of comparison. So there's insecurity right this moment, but Spirit says it's going to evolve into something much bigger. Victory over the uncertainty. Page of Wands reversed. And I just saw the Hanged Man too. And I'm smiling because I feel like it's like both of you know exactly how you both feel. Both of you know exactly there's intensity there. But there's just so much fear of making that decision. Even though we've already made it with our hearts, there's so much fear of pushing that chariot in that direction. But Spirit says that this connection that's already in place, this flirtation that you're already really keen on, is going to move forward. We're going to have transitions. We're going to have peace. And you could look, it's the Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over with possibilities in this connection. As I said, for someone watching, I see motherhood. I see commitments. In this, there's the Ten of Pentacles. So family, building up foundational wealth together. But more importantly, the Ten of Pentacles is about building up a life that we're proud of, working collaboratively to build something that we can leave behind for other people to enjoy too. So it's beautiful. It's commitments. And it's starting in such a innocent, fiery, exciting place. Even though there's fear associated with it, it's rife with, it's just almost vibrating with excitement. Significant. We have round and round. I do feel like you guys are chasing each other in circles right now. And you know, with this 7, 2 and a 5 is a 7, which is talking about challenges and obstacles and fears and insecurities, and wanting to put both of our feet solidly on the ground before we make a choice moving forward. But there's a big change in the wind, and it's a new foundation for this connection that's already in place. As I said, there's already a mutual interest here. Both of you are very mutually interested. And there's a big shift in the wind for that connection. And we're starting to grow it. So if it's just a flirtation now, it will grow into beautiful building blocks. And when we start with the building blocks here, and we're heading towards that Ten of Pentacles that we just saw, that's now gone. But we're heading towards that Ten of Pentacles, which is a huge amount of growth. But we have time to get there. That's what Spirit really wants us to understand, is that they want us to enjoy this journey. We have time to get to the Ten of Pentacles, and they want us to enjoy every process, because we're starting out fiery and innocently, and it's very exciting. It feels very exciting, and Spirit says it has the capacity to bring you the desires of your heart, which is really nice. Our next significant is relationship pile number 2. We have here gratitude. Victory is yours, group 2. And I like that too, because the gratitude card reminds us to stay present in the current energy, in a state of gratitude, appreciating this moment fully. And that's how we find the strength and the endurance and the fortitude to push through our barriers and speak our truth and apply force to situations that we know need a little nudge. Now, Spirit says that this one may need a little nudge. It may be the Divine Feminine that nudges it, but there's so much abundance that can come out from that little tiny bout of momentum. This prosperity awaits after we overcome the hurdle. And if it's 5 here, we started with the 5 of Wands, which encourages us, the sweet results that await us when we kind of throw ourselves on that truth and we speak our truth, the beautiful, sweet results that await us. But again, I want to remind you that the honeybee is often led by a matriarchal system. So it's often the Divine Feminine that has to be not necessarily the aggressor, because there's definitely mutual energy here, but voicing your truth. That it may require the Divine Feminine to step out and create a vulnerable space so that the Divine Masculine or another Divine Feminine can step towards in boldness. Again, it's all about energy, has nothing to do with gender. Significant relationship, what's it going to be like? Go deeper. New Moon in Scorpio, and it feels like you're deepening an already present interest or connection, and we're taking it from a fiery place into a more of an emotional place, which is beautiful. but it starts in fire, and that's okay. We have here, assess the situation. It's reversed, but that's what they're asking for. That's what they're asking for, even with the round and round card. As I said, the number 7 is a natural pause point. It asks us, like the Chariot, to make a decision with our heart. It asks us to reflect upon where we're sitting in a connection and where we want to take it. I don't feel like there's satisfaction keeping it in this cat and mouse game. I feel like you guys want it to move forward, but there's also a great fear of hurting each other too. So this could be a mutual friendship already. But they're asking us to step into our power, because stepping into our power is going to be the caveat for momentum in a huge degree in this connection. It feels very exciting. Next big, whoops. We have here called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. We also have the courageous peony, unique nature, let yourself be seen. More, they keep doubling. It's like there could be somebody watching saying, you know, I'm not going to be the one to step out first. I'm not going to be the one to be, you know, vulnerable and step out first. And your guides are really talking to you. They're like, nothing changes if nothing changes. And because we can't control this person on our minds, or this person, we can't control their actions. All we can do is make appropriate actions based on our own intent. So they're not going to force you, of course, but they are challenging you to step outside of your comfort zone here. We have here deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing that can be gained. Even with the 3 of Swords reverse, emotional healing that can be gained out of this situation. Beautiful energy. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. What else can you tell me about this person in the bowl, about their next significant relationship? Fool reversed, Page of Pentacles, whoops. And we have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. See, this is the danger, Spirit says. There's opportunity already upon us. The opportunity is here. It's sitting right in front of us. It's dangling in front of us. We have to have the courage to reach out and take it. And the Fool reverse is really speaking to sort of, oh, that went dim very quickly, is really speaking to our sense of apathy or helplessness in this case. And Spirit's here to challenge that sense of apathy. They're here to say, you know, we're not helpless. We can create change. We can apply force, and that's what it's challenging us to do. Sorry, I paused you to relight my light there. It just sort of went out on its own. We have a quarter here from 1974, so I think about the 25th of any month. I also think about endurance and strength and the stag energy. We have Pisces energy going with the flow, so there could be a Pisces. We have the Empress. We also have the Tangled Heart, so it's somebody who already has feelings. Both of you, I feel like there's already mutual feelings here. Leo energy in the bowl, and it's also the strength of the Leo energy that is required of us to open up our tangled hearts. We have the Cupid's arrow twice. Cupid's arrow twice, and we also have shamanic healing. There's somebody in this connection too that doesn't think that the feelings are as mutual, so they're really allowing the insecurity to run rampant. We have pizza. We also have a Cheshire cat. I think about somebody with a really enigmatic smile, somebody who is giving us mixed messages. And we also have here the Queen of Hearts. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but it's also about what you're going to achieve as the Divine Feminine here is this emotional happiness and a new emotional reset. And again, the Queen of Cups can lead to motherhood as well. All right, that is what I have for you today, pile number 2. If it resonated with you, I would love to hear your story in the comments section. And I would love, it went out again, that light. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel by hitting your notification bell, your like button. It really helps me to bring you more content. And I also offer a chance to win a free reading as well for those who are subscribed and who drop me a comment below. So be sure to hit your notification bell and drop me that comment. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello everyone. In pile number 3, you were drawn to the Dragonfly energy here, or to the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, and this is your reading. Your next big or significant relationship, perhaps it's the one you're currently in, or maybe you're just entering into a relationship and you want to know if this one is going to be your next big significant relationship, but we're talking all about that today. your next big relationship, your next significant partnership. Pile number 3. Your next significant relationship for pile number 3, please. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Pile 3, their next big significant relationship. 10 of Wands. Page of Cups. I feel like for someone watching, you have had, out of necessity, I will say, out of necessity, you have had to weather a lot of storms yourself. You have grown into a fierce, independent person. Out of necessity is what it feels like, out of necessity. But I also feel like it gets exhausting having to feel like you have to be strong and independent all of the time. Like that gets tiring. Here is the Queen of Pentacles. But I feel like there's also a hesitation for you to give up some of that independence too. But what I love about this Queen of Pentacles is you can see she's sitting here and she's working on something. As much as the 9 of Pentacles is talking about you gaining your independence and really working hard to achieve something on your own, the Queen of Pentacles now sitting in a secure position because of this new love offer or this new emotional reset, this new emotional beginning. And she has the energy and she has the ability now to sort of breathe easy and to rest and to feel secure. So much so that she's now crafting, you know, she's enjoying leisure time because she doesn't have to feel like she is weathering all of the storms on her own. So I really feel like you deserve this new emotional reset, pile 3. But I also feel like you're a little bit hesitant, even though you're ready for it. There's like, I'm ready for it, but I'm also hesitant because I'm used to being independent. I'm used to being on my own. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. But you know what I love here, though, is that you don't have to do it anymore with this next connection. You don't have to fight for that fierce independence. You get, this is somebody who says if they're going to text you, they're going to text you. If they say they're going to be home by 5:30, they're going to be home by 5:30, and they're going to prove this to you. There's a lot of dependability coming in with the Knight of Pentacles, and I do feel like this person could maybe be a smidge younger. If you're the Divine Feminine here, they could be a little bit younger than you, but they will prove themselves. And I feel like it's almost necessity or necessary. I feel like they have to almost prove themselves to you. But there's the King of Pentacles. And I feel like they do it. I feel like they prove themselves to you, pile 3. There's the 5 of Swords. You can see it's the Queen of Hearts here holding onto those swords. She doesn't look very happy, but she's being very guarded because, out of necessity because of what you've been through in the past. But what I love about this is there's your King of Pentacles, there's the Queen of Pentacles. The reason why you've kind of been going through everything you've gone through is to prepare you for this moment, to align you with this frequency. And although it kind of feels like this person, I feel like, is a really hard worker. I feel like they maybe don't make as much money as you at this point, but I feel like they will match you down the road. But I feel like they're working really hard, and they work really hard to provide security. It's important to them too. I feel like this person is the type of person that, as much as they are drawn to you because of your independence, and yet it's strange because they seem like the type of person that really wants to take care, right? They want to take care of you. They want to make sure you feel secure. They don't want you to have to feel independent. So it's almost like a challenge to them, perhaps, to take some of the burdens off your shoulders, because this person values the traditional relationship and traditional roles too. Nine of Cups. And to be honest, I feel like there's a part of the Divine Feminine specifically here. I feel like there's a part of you too that really, in the past, when you were young, when you were idealistic and perhaps feeling a little bit blinded, a little rose-colored glasses when it comes to love, like in your fantasies, that's the type of relationship you wanted too. You wanted a relationship where you would be kind of put up on a pedestal and taken care of. And this person coming in, they're really attracted to you. They almost feel like you're not in their league. So they go over the top. They put in a lot of extra effort to make sure you feel valued. And ultimately, Spirit says that as much as we're sort of raging against having to depend, quote unquote, on another person, because that feels like a big point of contention. It's like, I don't want to depend on anyone because I've been shown multiple times in the past that I cannot depend on anyone but myself. But it's sort of through this process where you get to relax into it, sort of an old idealistic relationship. There's the World. And you know what I love about this as a clarifying card to the Ten of Wands, this World energy. It's like the burdens of entering into this relationship, because it pops out unexpectedly into your life. The unknown is really scary to you, so you could hesitate, but Spirit really wants you to understand here with the World that success is contingent upon that leap of faith. And it feels almost like it almost feels like a bit of almost feels like a gamble, like that you take. It's like you take a risk on this person. You take a gamble on them. And it works. There's the Ace of Cups. And not only does it provide you a new emotional reset, but it affords you healing from some of the past that you've experienced that have created the necessity for the independence too, which is beautiful. And I just feel like all the clouds lift away. All the clouds lift away. There's the Nine of Wands. And there's this beautiful sense of determination too. And justice. It's like finally justice prevails for you. There's a certain amount of determination here with this Nine of Wands. It's a strength energy. It can really talk about somebody who's holding on for this outcome. And that's what they're really asking you to do in this independence too. They're asking you to prepare for this soon, because Spirit says this is coming. And if it's not already in, if this person has not already popped into your life, pile 3, Spirit says they're going to be here like yesterday, essentially. They're going to come very, very soon. They're going to pop into, and again, for some of you, you may have already met this person. And if you're in that state of hesitation, of fear, Spirit says that it can lead you to commitments. This can lead to, you can even see proclamations being signed here with the Justice energy. It's actual positions of authority. And I will say here too that there's definitely a discrepancy on who runs that household. All of the training, quote unquote, that you put yourself through in independence helps you to run that household. It helps you to run, and I don't want to say run the relationship, but there's definitely someone on a pedestal and someone who's working towards that pedestal. And it really feels like this person has proven themselves to you. But they are very dependable. They are very, very dependable. Back of the deck is the Two of Pentacles and the Magician. And as I said, as much as you've been holding space for this type of relationship and you've kind of wanted it, I feel like part of you has really stepped into this mindset of like, well, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Maybe it's not in the cards for me, quote unquote. Maybe it's not in the cards for me to have a relationship. Maybe I'm supposed to live a life of independence. And that's what it feels like. But that's why Spirit's here to shake up this expectation, because they say as much as you've been kind of telling yourself that, perhaps to ease some of that fear of not achieving what we actually want emotionally, they say that you've actually been holding space for 2 opportunities here. You've actually been holding space for independence, but also a life that provides you security. And so they're asking you now, we have the manifestor here with the Magician. They're saying that whether you realize it or not, you manifested this opportunity. And now what it's doing is it's challenging you to enter into it. The whole experience of this lifetime is to put us through the whole range of human emotion. And in moments like this, when we have these great opportunities in front of us, when we have an emotional reset available to us, it's asking us to kind of gain mastery over our emotions, over our experiences, and to power through with force. To turn this Nine of Wands into a card of force and to power through, because you deserve it. That's what Spirit really wants you to understand too, is that you deserve to feel secure in a relationship. You deserve to feel like you are number one. And so they are really asking you for that leap. Of course, I often say, and I always say, that our guides will never force us into leaps, into opportunities, of course. But you can see up here with the Queen of Pentacles, up on her shelf is this rabbit on wheels. And it's like, if we just have just enough courage to just take a tiny little, stick a tiny toe into this opportunity, Spirit says the momentum's just going to take off for us because we're aligned with it. We're aligned with it. And we should be patting ourselves on the back too. And it's so close, it feels like it's already here for someone watching. It feels like it's already upon us. And for those who haven't experienced this opportunity, it's like right around the corner for you. This could be somebody that works with their hands, or this could be somebody that works a trade, or they work really hard. Sometimes the Knight of Pentacles will be called the workaholic, because they're trying to make sure that you do have time to leisure, or to have leisure time. They're making sure you have the moment to take a breath and rest and heal. We have here Observer. The reason why I feel like it's right upon you is because I feel like this person could be keeping tabs on you too. They could be keeping tabs on you right now and watching for an opportunity to come in, bolstering their confidence to come in as well. But it's also speaking to your choice, whether or not you want to leap here. Because there's a sense too of claiming my independence and feeling, it's like I want change, but I'm also kind of scared about how am I going to navigate this new relationship, this new energy into my already well-established life. Well-established life. And so there is a sense of reflection being needed for you and from you, because you see the potential here in this opportunity, and it has so much potential to give you the healing that's necessary for you. And that's why I feel like you're really intelligent and you're really practical, and you could be an earth sign potentially here. You could be a Taurus. It's like very Virgo, maybe, very practical energy. It's like you like to keep your feet solidly on the ground and have solid expectations so that we don't end up getting hurt. But you can also see that the coyote is sitting here, sitting on the egg of potential, and he could miss its hatching if he's not careful. We have here Deep Knowing. And back of the deck says Unfinished Symphony that can lead us to so much celebration. Here's the number 10. Again, the egg of potential. But like any egg, it has to be incubated, it has to be cared for, it has to be protected. And they really want you to trust your intuition to guide you through this opportunity. So not to let your fear stop you from leaping, but to trust in your guides, your angels, your higher self, and ask them for direction. Ask them for signs and symbols to lead you. And you know, the signs and the symbols that they'll bring in will lead you to take risks and take leaps and take, you know, chances and be vulnerable. And so that will instill fear in us. So the fear does not signify that we shouldn't take that course. Sometimes the fear signifies that we need to take that course. What will their next significant relationship be like? Freedom, a brand new beginning. The Eagle Spirit, freedom, number 13. See the Pegasus underneath, looking at things from a higher perspective. It's like shifting your experience because you've seen it in a very linear way up to this point. Independence, having to practically put in all the effort to see all of the gains. And in this case, you're going to get to see it from a different perspective. You're going to get to experience life while adopting all of the energy that you gained, all of the lessons that you gained, adopting them and utilizing them, but still a freedom from the need for the independence. You don't have to feel like it's necessary to be independent. There's a freedom from that. It's a rebirth for you. And it's an activation into happiness. And it says the Guardians of Spring, 3 and a 6 is a 9. I'm telling you, it's right here. It's already right upon you, pile 3. Passages, the standing stones, passages to your transformation. You can see she's beautifully cloaked in red, a beautiful symbol of empowerment, a color of empowerment, because it is your choice to walk through this passageway. It's like the Four of Wands, but Spirit says there could be reasons to celebrate waiting for you on the other side. So that the pillars are sometimes this fear of the unknown, but Spirit says there's just as much reason to expect wonderful things here as there is to expect negative things. And they see a lot. They see the two of you building together. And this Knight of Pentacles, I will say that he plods carefully towards his goals, and he always makes it. And he amounts to a lot of abundance, even in a practical sense. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. A charm bowl, please. What does this connection look like? This next relationship we have here, death energy. It's a rebirth. It's a new beginning, and it's right around the corner. It's closing off an old cycle. Yeah, Spirit says it's time. It's time for you, pile 3, to return to the world. Here's the 4 of Swords reversed. It's time for you to return to the world. It's time for you to let other people take advantage and benefit from your experience, benefit from your company. And I will say too, this is destined for you. This is what you deserve. You deserve to feel this freedom. You deserve to have a rebirth. You deserve to come back into this. It almost feels like coming back into the dating scene or into the relationship scene. You deserve this healing and this new emotional reset. It's your turn. That's what Spirit says. It's your turn. There is fear about the cause and effect, but Spirit says the only thing waiting for you is more truths, more experiences that are amazing. Spirit is already talking about passages to our activation or passages to our transformation as well. And I will say too, the Justice can really speak to positions of authority or positions that we enter into as far as commitments. We have the letter C, we have the letter A, and we have the letter B. We have the clock, which is talking about divine timing and how timing is a factor here. We also have the 3 of Blanche from the Golden Girls. I think of the 3 of Wands. I think about expansion. I think about travel with this person. I think about fiery energy as well, sexual energy. We have want, and he's definitely going to want you. But it's also about, and again, I feel like he or she really is going to want to prove themselves to you. We have domestic energy here with the rolling pin. And as I said, I do feel like this person values the traditional family. And that would be sort of an area of contention maybe that the two of you may find in the future too, because this person really values that. Like they would love to see you at home looking after the house while they took care of business. But I feel like you're more independent than that. We also have here the skull and crossbones, insecurity, and we have the dance. And I you know what, I always think about Garth Brooks' The Dance when I see that charm. So I love that song. You should listen to it if you haven't heard it. It really speaks to sort of everything that we've been through and how it's a good thing we went through all of that. And it's a good thing we didn't know how it was going to end because it would have affected our decisions. But it amounts to everything we experience in life, this beautiful dance of life. All right, pile number 3. That's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, I'd love to hear your story below. Even if you have to come back and tell me your story, I'd love to hear it. If you do decide to drop me a comment below, be sure to subscribe and hit your notification bell and your like button so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free video reading from me. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below. But I just really hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.